the former champion of the world, Tony Harrison. Australia's own undefeated fighter. This is Tszyu. This is the man about to fight for the interim WBO Super Welterweight World Title, Tszyu. Start with you, Tony. Very different entrances and very different outfits as well. What's the story behind no shirt today?
Well, I got to give y'all a little backstory because I roll by every park in Australia and I ain't see like no full court basketball run, no pick 'em up, mess 'em up rugby runs, no baseball runs. So I'm from 7 Mile Koya, man. We got one of the most prolific parks, Peterson Park, that is one of the most competitive parks in America. Every day I went to that park with my shirt off. It was either for a pickup basketball game, it was for a pickup rugby game in y'all sense, a pickup baseball game. But when they seen me on that sideline with my shirt off, they knew I had next. When they knew I had next, they knew it was, and I had my shirt off, it was for 1 or 2 reasons. The first reason is because they know I'm in fucking business. When I was on that sideline with my shirt off, I'm in business. I got next. I mean business. If I didn't have next and I had my shirt off, it was for the bitches. So it's for 1 or 2 reasons every time I get on that sideline and I got my shirt off. And this is for like Americans understand this. And anytime you see anybody with their shirt off, it's for 1 or 2 reasons: business or bitches. This one, I think Tim knows why my shirt is off.
Well, there you go. That is quite an explanation. Thank you, Tony. Along those lines, we get to see what sort of condition you're in today ahead of this weigh-in tomorrow. I've heard you say that your losses have all come down to the way that you've made the weight. How are you feeling at this stage? Given you've had to travel from the US over here to Australia, how are you feeling physically after getting this close to doing the weight?
I feel amazing. Like I said, in previous fights, these days I'm in 60, 62-ish, 63-ish. Now I'm right there, man, and I feel amazing mentally. Not only physically, but mentally I'm amazing. And you know, I've heard Tim speak so much about how skinny it is and how frail it looks. So I just want him to visualize this, champ. Visualize exactly what you want to touch. Visualize exactly what you want to break. I want you to see it, believe it, visualize it, son. I want to show him firsthand, like this ain't POF, this FOD. That mean this ain't plenty of fish, baby. This the fish of Detroit. I'm exactly what you see is exactly what you gonna get. Like you get to see it. I'm not hiding from you. I ain't catfishing you, brother. I came to show you exactly what you gonna see. This is exactly what you gonna hit. This is exactly what you gonna get. Visualize. I want you to just sleep about me, dream about me, and see this body. Be like, ooh, I want to hit that spot right there. Hit that.
Tim, you don't usually get this opportunity. You're seeing him before weigh-in day like this. Well, what do you see when you look at Tony Harrison?
Look, he's a hungry fighter, of course, but he definitely looks hungry for sure. You know, in every way possible. He looks dry, but he's ready. You know, he looks ready. And
yeah.
He's approached this fight, and I'm keen. You know.
He did say that when he's lost fights, it's been because of the way he's done the weight, because he's faded at the back end of fights. Is that what you're expecting from him?
No, but that just sounds like excuses to me. You know, just excuses. There's no need to blame fights or certain losses on certain things. You know, so take it on the chin and move on.
Tony, how important is this fight for where you are in your professional boxing career? What does this mean to the rest of what you do in the ring?
This means everything for him. I'm letting him witness my greatness. I'm giving him the opportunity. So this means everything for him, man. Like I said, fighting for me is fun. I've been fighting every single day of my life. I don't think he had to endure half of the stuff I had to endure. So this fight for me is fun, man. Like press conferences for me is fun. I feel great. Like I said, I feel great. So yeah, no, it's no, I don't know what excuse you think I'm making, but I'm ready.
And how do you feel sitting there when he makes an entrance like he just did? The car comes in and he leaves you waiting. He's wearing the suit. It's all about Tszyu here in Australia. You're the former world champion. How does that make you feel?
He got out of that car like a diva.
In what way?
You got out of that thing like you got like that you had somebody open the door for you.
This is why I'm wearing this.
Man, I listen to me. I'm not talking about what kind of suit you got on. I said you got out of the car like a diva. You had somebody open the door for you. Like, come on, man. I don't know, man. He's just different, man. He's different, man. But like I said, I'm not knocking him. I'm opposite. You know what I'm saying? I got my hat cocked to the side. He got a suit on, so I'm just different personalities, though. You know what I mean? I ain't mad at it, but what floats my boat float mine, and what float his. But Sunday night, we both got to get in the same boat. Let's see who make it off.
Tim, do you feel like the star of the show?
Oh, look, that stuff, all that star stuff, that doesn't bother me, man. It really doesn't. I've been in this sport for this particular reason. So for me, 28 years of this hard work all comes down to this moment. So Sunday night is where we shine, and all of this stuff, in all honesty, it doesn't matter, man. It really doesn't matter. And I never knew I could have sat here. All of this diva stuff or coming in the car. I just roll with the punches, man. I just do how it's supposed to happen, you know.
I like him.
Go on, Tony. You like him?
I like him. I don't think he understands how corny he is, but I like him though. Like he thinks it's cool. That's him though. That's like him. I'm not like knocking. It's him, but I like him though. I like him.
Do you like Tony as well, Tim, or is it one way?
No, I don't like him right now. You know, I'm ready to fight now.
He like me.
There's no kisses and hugs and what's happening in his little world, but I'm coming here to fight. There's a dog in me right now. I feel like a pit bull, man, and I'm gonna come.
We got a fight on our hands, man. I'm not knocking us being a fight, but you like me.
Why would I like you, man? Honestly, why would I like you, man? I'm gonna punch you in the face the next couple of days, bro. Why would I like you?
I'm different, man. The whole Australia actually love me. Like, I'm a hard guy not to love, to be honest. You just hard. It's hard for you to say it right now.
You're a funny guy, man. I'll give you that. You're a funny guy. I'll give you that one.
I'm a hard guy not to like.
What do you make of Tony's promotion of this fight, the way that he's talked, how entertaining he's been? Where do you think that comes from, and what's it doing to you?
In all honesty, it's not doing anything to me. I'm just solely focused, you know. He's a good talker. He's a real banter type guy. He's got a bit of that comedian in him, you know. Again, everyone's different, you know. Everyone's different at the way we do things and the way we approach things and how we are personality-wise. So let him be him. It's simple.
You talked to me yesterday about looking out to the ocean when we were at Bondi Beach for the open workouts, about what you were going to do to Tony Harrison in the ring.
Drown. Look, I'm coming here in a dogfight, man. And I'm going to try repeat history as what happened in the past with him and drown him.
How do you feel about that, Tony Harrison? I guess you've heard it before.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the things he's saying, like in my mind, I already know how the fight is coming. I know how it's going from round 1 to round 12 if it makes it that far.
You're gonna be in a shock, man, if you're thinking
listen to me, I understand it. He's gonna drown this. He's gonna hold my head underwater. He's gonna hold my feet. He's gonna drop the brick on my feet and chain it to a brick and drop me at the middle of the ocean. I can't. Like, come on, man. I know exactly how this fight is gonna play out. I think the whole world knows how this fight is gonna play out, and I've mimicked sparring exactly how I think this fight is gonna play out in the best way possible for him. So, yeah.
What are we going to see then, Tony? How does it play out from the opening bell of this fight until however it ends?
However it starts is how it's going to end. I'm going to tell you that right now. And like I said, expect for me for this fight, expect the unexpected. I think he expects me to do one thing, but I know he's gonna do one thing. But I think he expects me to do one thing. But for me, man, expect the unexpected. Like I said, I'm bars to the wall just like he is. So, yeah, it's gonna be a great fight. Like I said, most of these Australians are coming out because of me, not because of him. So, you know, believe it or not, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't here to shit on you, Tim, but
bro, you know, if you went and fought some random Aussie, I reckon there'd be what,
no. The whole Aussies for me,
200 people in the crowd. So don't say it's because of you. He's in Tszyu show, man.
Tim, he said,
I don't even know this guy. He laughing at me. He makes me laugh.
you might know him soon. That's Paulo Cuso. He's going to do some special things. But Tim, he's called you basic. He said how many levels you are beneath him, and he's just said you've only got one trick on Sunday. How do you respond to all of that?
Man, this is the opponent I need to show. You know, it's quite simple. Every one of my opponents have been sort of similar, just tough and swing. This is a different mentality for this fight. I feel in a different mode. I just feel different. It's a different feeling.
We're going to take a couple of questions from members of the media, but I'll just finish this section by asking for each of the fighters to say something to each other to finish off our official part of the press conference here. Tony, just some words for Tszyu, please.
See you soon, mate. See you soon.
Okay, short and sweet. Tim, for Tony.
Same goes.
All right, let's go take some questions from the media. Firstly, from Fox Sports' Cody Kay.
Timmy, you've been smiling, you've had a good time throughout the week. There's a noticeable change in you today. You know Tony's dangerous and he's here to take everything away from you. What is he about to find out about Tszyu on Sunday?
That's what he's about to find out. Tszyu on Sunday. Simple.
Jamel Charlo's going to be here. The man that you both want to fight. It seems like the world is finally starting to wake up. This is a big opportunity for you. You need to win this fight if the next stage of your career is what you've worked for the last 28 years for. How important is it that you win, not just win, but win in a devastating fashion?
100%. 100%. 28 years, I said before, this moment has come, and I've put it all on the line, man. All on the line. I could have waited, but I didn't because I knew I assessed the calculated risk, and the risk presented itself, and I assessed it, and I'm going to get it done. It's quite simple, and I know what's ahead, and that's another motivation that keeps on going.
Tony, everybody in Tim's camp thinks that he wins by knockout, that he stops you. You're the former world champ. You cut your teeth in Kronk Gym. You've had plenty of wars against plenty of former world champions. The competitor in you must be sick of being looked past.
I don't think nobody looking past me, man. I'm here. I'm at the top of the top once again. One step closer, and like Jamel coming here for the fight, it just shows you why this division is the best division in boxing. That you rarely see a competitive fight like me and Tim, where the guy that has all the belts comes and commentates the fight. So, yeah, man, that's the kind of esteem that we need for this fight. That's the kind of fire we need for this fight. That's the kind of motivation both of us need to see on the sideline for this fight. So, yeah, man, like, talk is talk, man. I think, like I said, I kick my flip-flops off now. I got my shoes on, got my shirt off. I mean business.
He's never been stopped before, Tony. He's coming here to knock you out. Do you think you'll be the first to stop him?
That's my plan. That's my plan. Like I said, expect the unexpected for me. So no matter how this fight goes, no matter how fast it's paced, I'm along for the ride all the way through. So like if they think I'm in for a shock, I think they're in for one.
Got a question from Nick Walshaw from Fox Sports.
Tony, you've said this week that Tim's fight style's basic, that his resume is terrible. Given all of that and how terrible it all is, why is he here fighting you for a world title?
I mean, Tim is undefeated. Tim's been putting 21 guys in front of him and he beat them all. That's why Tim's here. Tim has a great promotion behind him. He has great management behind him and a great name to go along with everything else. So I'm not saying Tim is short of a competitor. He's a very competitive fighter. But like I said, to fight for all the belts next, I'm not discrediting him as a fighter. Like everybody's trying to spin the words. Y'all do everything to make titles, but y'all trying to spin my words like I'm saying Tim is a shitball, and I'm not saying that. I'm saying Tim is a very competitive fighter, but to fight for all the belts, he hasn't fought anybody in a competitive level nor top 10 to be fighting for all the belts. That's exactly what I'm saying. But he's had 21 guys in front of him and he beat them all. That's why he's sitting up here right now. But the question is, what is he gonna do Sunday night? And I think that's the question that I'm gonna answer for y'all.
You said he has a great name. Do you think he's a great fighter?
I think Tim is a competitive fighter. I don't think he's a great fighter. I think he's a very highly competitive fighter. I think he trains at a championship level. I think he spars at a championship level. I think he travels the world and goes to Gleason's gym and all the gyms around the world to get American sparring. I think that he takes all the trials and tribulations to become a champion. He's done that right. He's done everything right. I think Tim and his team has pushed the right path for him to become champion. I think Tim is a great, tough and competitive fighter, and I think this fight is going to be tough until the last.
And Tim, I guess the knock on Tony, or the narrative, is that in fights he fades late with his losses coming like around 9-10 championship rounds. Is that a coincidence, or is there something in that?
What's that, say again?
The narrative around Tony is that he fades late, with his losses coming in the 9th, the 11th rounds. Do you think that's a coincidence, or is there something to that?
Well, look, I can't really answer that, man. Like, what can I say? He just, I'm not judging Tony from his past. I'm judging Tony from the preparation and who he is as a fighter now. Because what he is before is not what he is now. He could be much better, or he could be much worse. We're just gonna have to find out. He could be in full steam during those rounds 9s and 10s. Or he could be hitting rock bottom, who knows?
Any further questions? No, that's the end of those. So what we'll do now, ladies and gentlemen, is face off our two main event fighters. George, you might have to do some redecorating to get into position, but we'll get Tszyu and Tony Harrison to face off. We'll get all the rest of the fighters just to remain in your seats for a moment if you could. This is our main event. You'll see it on main event television this Sunday. Tszyu and America's Tony Harrison. We'll get the fighters now to face off. That is Tszyu and Tony Harrison. You'll see them in action in this massive fight this coming Sunday. Thanks so much for joining us here at the official press conference. We'll see you tomorrow on weigh-in day, then we'll see you on Sunday at the fights. I'm Ben Damon. I'll see you at the fights. For now, though, we go back to Megan Barnard.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Up TV, and give us a follow online as well at Fight Up TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.